Occasionally a car arrives in your driveway and you can't just let it sit out there. The keys burning a hole in your pocket. You have to get out there, you have to go put it through its paces. You just want to hear the engine. I'm in a car like that right now. I've woken up early on a Saturday and I can't wait. We're on our way to Ortega Highway because I have the keys to an Audi RS5. I'm behind the wheel of it right now. We're on our way to have a good time with this car, and we're bringing you along for the ride. Saw that we got up early. You saw the reason why. Now we're letting you get a better look at it as the sun is coming up over Lake Elsinore. We're here at the edge of the Hooniverse Highway Hooning Grounds, otherwise known as Upper Divide off Ortega Highway. It's not a secret, you can come here, it's public. But let's get a look at this big, beautiful beast. This is the RS5. S means something special. RS means something awesome, and we're driving it. It's got a big grille that you're either gonna love or hate. I like it. I'd like to see it blacked out though. The lower fascia is more aggressive. These LED daytime running lamps are some of the best we've seen on an Audi. The shape is fantastic. Day or night, they're shining, they look awesome. Coming around to the side, you've got these massive wheels wrapped in Pirelli rubber, so you have a big footprint underneath you. The satin silver mirrors, so you know it's also something special. It's just a great looking car with a great stance. The wheels and tires fill up the wheel wells. It looks great in the Sepang blue paint. You know this is awesome with all the extra touches, and then it just sits there, and you gotta hear it though. We're gonna turn this thing on and let you hear the exhaust a little bit, because as good as it looks, it drives and sounds even better. So what's making all that noise? Well, up front, we've got a 4.2 liter V8 engine, good for 450 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. And it's crammed here nicely in the engine bay. Of course, it's an Audi, so it's a little nose forward. And we will notice that when we're driving, because this thing does tend to understeer a little bit. That said, it's still a wonderful sounding engine, as you've heard, makes good power. It's connected to a 7-speed S-tronic transmission, so shifts are fairly quick, aggressive, both up and down. You can let it do it yourself, or you can put it into paddle mode. We're gonna put it into paddle mode. Let's jump inside, take a look at the interior, and then let's hit the road. This is a very driver-focused Audi cabin. It looks just like an Audi, but it seems like this whole space right here with the instrument panel and center stack is canted more towards the driver, so you're in control, this is your space. The seats are much more aggressive than standard Audi seats. There are back seats, but who cares about the back seat? I care about the front seat. You've got this excellent flat bottom steering wheel. You've got two easy to read gauges in front of you. The speedo reached to 200 miles per hour. We're not gonna hit that, but I'm sure this car, it probably maxes at 155 because it's a German car. You've got controls all laid out. You've got the standard Audi MMI system, which is easy to use. This car's fitted with Drive Select. We're gonna keep it in dynamic because I like to think that I'm dynamic, so I wanna be one with the car. It has 3G. I have my phone connected to Bluetooth and to Wi-Fi, so as long as that has a signal, I've got a signal. I can raise and lower the spoiler. I'm gonna keep it down because I'm not a D-bag, and I don't wanna just put it up to put it up. It's got a great massive sunroof up here. There's a whole lot going on inside the cabin that is awesome, but the real awesomeness is driving. I'm gonna stop talking about the interior. We're gonna go drive the car. So we know what we're dealing with here. Great engine, great looks, good interior, and a good transmission. How does that translate to a driving experience? Rather wonderfully. Now, this is an Audi, so it does understeer a little bit. It's got that engine way out there, but you just can combat that just by playing with the throttle a little bit, let on, let off, bring the nose back in line, and it's not that bad, except under braking. That's where you really notice it. I'm coming down into a downhill left right here, and the engine is pretending that it wants to make friends with the guardrail, and I don't want it to. So we just let off the throttle a little bit, wait a second. You could left foot brake if you really wanted to, but I'm not Alex Lloyd, so I'm not gonna do that. And then just give it gas once you're clear and the nose back in line, and you're through the turn. Pop it down a gear, mostly to listen to the engine because it's beautiful, because I could have stayed in third there, but I wanted to hear it burble and bark and burp and do all that awesome stuff that it's doing. Once I'm through the corners and away, this thing's a straight line rocket ship. All of this driving dynamic fun does not come cheap. The base price of this car that we're driving is $68,000. The actual price of this car that we're driving is $75,000. That's a lofty price tag. I mean, this is a hell of a car, but you're competing with some serious bruisers at that price point. Most notably, you're running up against a Corvette Z06, as long as you don't get the $100,000 Centennial Edition. That car would probably wipe the canyon roads with this car. That car is a rocket ship. Of course, this car's nicer inside. It's a little bit cooler looking on the outside, even though the Vette is mean looking. And I'm sure the next generation C7 Z06 will be even crazier. You could also probably pick up a used GTR for this price. And again, see you later, tailpipes of Godzilla. But this car isn't just strictly an animal on the canyon roads or out on the street. It happens to be comfortable on the highway. It happens to look nice pulling up to the valet court. Those are perks. That's not why you'd buy this car. I mean, some people will because it has the RS5 badge, but hopefully the people who really buy this car and enjoy it are doing so because it's such a great performer on your favorite canyon roads like we're doing right now. This car is an absolute blast to drive, minus a little bit of the understeer issues. You also start to notice the weight when you transfer from right to lefts. But again, these are details that get sorted out by laying on and off the throttle, getting on and off the brakes, hanging on to this flat bottom steering wheel, and just having a blast. So what has Audi delivered here? Basically, this is a potent performer with a premium price tag. It's got excellent brakes that cost a lot of money. It's got excellent tires that cost a lot of money. It's got a wonderful interior that's worth the money. The engine is excellent. It sounds great. There are plenty of things going on with this car that will stimulate your senses. Now, is it worth its premium price tag? I guess that just depends on who's writing the checks. It's a lot of money. From an enthusiast standpoint, after you spend a few hours in the canyons with this thing, you might start to think it's worth every damn penny.